Hey, welcome back to the workbench here at Scale Models Midwest. David here, hoping you're having a great holiday season and building the cool kits, as I've always said. Tonight, I'm getting ready to start working on my entry for Adam over at SoDak Model Cars. He's got a group build that started December 1st, going through February 29th of next year. It's a naked model build, so I'm going to build something automotive. Early on, I said I might be doing a Salvinos JR kit, but I wanted to check and see if I had anything in my stash that had multiple sprues of different colors. I didn't see anything in my stash that was anything other than white plastic. A couple that were molded in color, but ultimately I kept gravitating back towards my stash of Salvinos JR kits, especially of the latest gen model kit. So I decided, since I'm a Petty fan from growing up back in North Carolina, that I was going to do Erik Jones's number 43 Camaro. Kind of one to highlight the fact that the Camaro is no longer in production. As of this past week, they have ceased production on the Camaro, and I don't know. I thought it'd be kind of cool. One, build a Camaro because Legacy is going over to Toyota next year. Not a bad thing. I own a Toyota, love it. But 43. And I thought, why not use this one? Because, and if you already have been building these kits, you know I'm getting ready to show you. If you haven't and you'd like to participate in Adam's challenge, this would be a great kit to work on. Go to your local hobby store, pick it up, and here's why. The body is molded in one color and very well done by the crew over at Salvinos JR. So that is well done. Very well engineered body by Jim Rogers. The scale fidelity on this is really cool. There you go. There's an ignition panel. Normally that would be like black or whatever in the interior. I'm going to do something to that ignition panel right there, the switch panel. I'm going to actually drill out holes and put little metal wires, I mean smaller than that, into it, and then I might use some chrome pen or black pen or what have you to kind of simulate the buttons on them. But here's second color. Half the kit's in black plastic, the chassis pan as well as a lot of the ancillary parts, and then you've got a lot of parts in this gray plastic. Now the drawback to this one, and I'll probably have to use a black magic marker for it, is these parts here, as Lucas C pointed out a long time back, these parts to the suspension pieces are all black. So I may have to kind of finagle that with a black magic marker, but if I don't, it's all good because this is a naked bottle build, no real paint involved. But then, white. So really cool. You've got four colors here: white, silver gray, black, and blue. So again, more of that, and more black parts, followed up with even more black parts, and of course the glass inside. So this, as the camera decides to fall on us, this is my kit build. I'm gonna go on ahead and get cracking on it. I've got about an hour or so before my wife gets home from work, so then I can focus on dinner, doing whatever. But got a little fun with this one. We have until the 29th of February. I'm going to go on ahead and get started on it now. That'll give me a chance to work on some other kits in between. Because again, if you see over here, I have various lengths of tubing. Kind of thinking I could use that for any kind of interior detail. I've got some wiring off to the side, some braided. I could use that. Got my Rodney Curtis chassis jig to line everything up so it's nice and level. Finally, the big thing that really makes these kits stand out, so you don't have to worry about paint, besides the body being molded in color, are those decals. I mean, that decal sheet is spectacular and kept kind of jumping out at me. I've got 3 of these kits. So I'm going to build one. Got the other 2 I'll use someday for other builds, but that's it. That's my kit. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Probably do a couple of shots of me building this before I post it. But otherwise, stay tuned because I got a couple more builds in the works. hopefully we'll have one of them built before the end of the year. So again, I hope you're building the cool kits. We'll see you in the next video. As a reminder, when building the Salvinos JR's kit, the latest generation, refer back to Clay Kemp's videos regarding the building of the chassis. If you take up here at the front and use a real sharp X-Acto blade, kind of ream that part out just a bit. There's a little bit extra plastic in here because of the injection molding process, so clear that out, and it allows this firewall to fit a lot more smoothly, and ultimately keeps your front end in line with these panel slots right here. So nice little tip from Clay Kemp. The other thing I'm going to go on ahead and pre-do is here. I have done this with all of my kits since I started getting the latest Gen 1 build between the Camaro, Toyota, and Mustang. Is this piece of plastic, which looks like it's going to replicate the transmission linkage to, to the rear transaxle. I sand that down and use a metal rod. So I'm going to do that with this as well. And it just kind of, one little thing for the kit really changes it. And like I said in previous videos, try and include one extra fabricated part or aftermarket part in your builds and just get better and better at the detail. Okay, just showing you real quick a couple of items I did. I did bare metal fall on the front firewall and sanded the mounting points clean, so I'll have a better attachment point for the front suspension parts. Towards back here, I went on ahead and used just a Sharpie and panel line accent color to detail out the two boxes there. I might run some wires through them. Still got that idea. And then in the back, I got the transaxle in place. I'm going to use panel line wash on that, and then everything here. I've got a really small tip Molotow chrome pen. I'll do the little dots for bolt heads on top of the fuel cell. And then finally, like I said, I've done this with all my kits since the first one. I went on ahead and sanded down the plastic hump for the shifter, and I have added a brass rod to that. So little details here and there are what make a kit. It's not just paint. So have at it with your kit. We'll catch you next video.